See, Sally here is what we call an enhancement smoker.
Yes.
So it's been a minute, guys. It really has been a minute. What's it called again? Oh yeah, Sirenscape.
It's been too long. It's been, what, 4 weeks?
Yeah.
It's been too long.
It's been a long
which
time.
IP is it? Is it Quiet Seal Just Gate?
It's something.
No, that
I think that was the Delta Green one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Quiet like Bucking Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I think it is.
That's the one I've just joined, and I'm in it.
Cool.
I'm in it.
Oh, I'm connected.
In it
Doing something.
to win it.
Oh, it still says connected.
Being as you are the DM, that's a very disconcerting sentence. Oh. And I just crashed.
Disconcerting. It's just different.
Uh-oh, my guy's not here.
Oops, I deleted again.
I don't like it when everyone turns on the camera because it pushes me to the bottom, all on my own. On my
Yes,
screen.
you are on the
Right,
bottom
you
for me as
are on
well.
the bottom for me.
Yeah, for me too.
It's like a spotlight because you're in the middle.
No,
Luke, you are the foundation of this group.
I'm not. I'm the eccentric one.
Well, you and me.
We're the ones that they warn other people about.
It's the eccentric fight elf. In the left corner, we've got Luke, 13. In the other corner, we've got someone else. Fight.
What?
I don't
You
find
might-
Luke.
No, we just fuck with each other subtly.
That was such
Wait,
a lovely session.
Elwin, tell that again.
What?
Don't make it awkward, mate.
You fucking what?
You fucking what, mate? I'm still laughing at the fucking you trying to show me that tire in GTA. Me with the sticky bomb.
Yes, I've thought about that several times
just,
since then.
just walked over casually, just like, I hope he hasn't noticed. I hope he hasn't noticed. Dunk.
Dumb.
You fucking prick. Then you shot my fucking tires out. Sirenscape works.
It does.
Oh, I'm not even trying to connect. That's why it's not doing anything. That thing
Oh, it's been a minute. It's been
I've
a
been
minute.
kicked 3
You
times
see,
now.
but I'm trying to fucking I'm trying to connect through the IP address though instead.
I'm waiting
Look at Luke trying to be
at
posh.
one of you who asked me something.
Well, I noticed Duck's not here.
How
Moment's
have you
passed.
been? Are you feeling okay?
Who, me?
Well, you're waiting until we ask the right question, apparently.
One of you said a quick question and then remained silent.
It's because the moment passed.
Ah, it's all about the moment.
Yes.
Past and
The
silent.
mood.
It's all about the mood. It's all about the moment.
The mood strikes, so does the lightning.
Huh? How does that work?
If you have to ask, you don't know.
Well, one is always permitted to ask for more wisdom.
And one is always permitted to not extend said wisdom.
Okay. Keep your secrets.
Always.
Oh, I love that meme.
Just
All right,
for like reiteration, where did we left off last time? Who has a recap for us?
Next to
Just
the
so you guys know,
river.
This
after
is
the
not
big fight with
Sebas
the
trying to
knights.
be. This is not Sebas trying to be smart. He doesn't know either.
No. He knows that I said earlier that I can't remember where he was, but then during that time I remembered.
Oh, tell us.
You're still not seeing it, body count.
I can't find my fucking lighter. Susan has nicked it. We had a lovely fight next to the river, next to Lake Zarevich. I can't quite remember why we were next to the river.
We were being chased by a band of people after we tried approaching to go back. I think we were going back to Yesterhill, or we were flying somewhere. And then we had a group come towards us. And we decided to try and take the boat across the lake towards Blinksea. Upon doing so, the people caught up with us and a fight ensued. We managed to, I believe one of you managed to scare them away, made them turn tail and run, and we got across the water, stashed the boat, and that was the end of the session. Bax also had a mental breakdown.
We were going to the Wizards of
Got
the
it.
Wine
Yeah, we were flying there, weren't we?
because the
Right.
towers blew up.
What was the existential crisis again, Joby?
Tower go boom boom, and then yeah.
Water.
Oh yeah.
Bax wouldn't go in the water.
We tried
then
to put him
he-
to sleep, then we
Oh,
tied
with
him
the
up.
Yes, thank you. I totally forgot about that. 100% forgot that
what have I
your
done?
method of getting me across the water was to put me unconscious and then tie me up and put a bag over my head and drag me across.
Punch you a couple of times as well.
And snatch
I
me
ain't
about
getting
a
on
bit,
no
yes.
plane.
I completely forgot.
Plane.
Bax is completely and utterly pissed with you. Thank you for reminding me. I honestly, hand on heart, I had forgotten that part.
Also killed 2 giant skeleton knights and a bunch of zombies before the other half got chased off. We didn't kill the knights?
Send them away?
No,
Yeah.
somebody made them flee.
Yeah, somebody acted like Strahd, used the voice of Strahd and sent them away. Sorry, notes.
Oh, yeah. No, I thought it was Turn Undead, but I also
I don't think the Strahd
interfered
thing.
in his voice.
Yeah, I don't think that Strahd thing worked. I think it was Turn Undead that made him run.
No, it was the zombies that got turned, and it was the knights that got turned away with the Strahd voice. Because they
Well-
were fucking us up.
Well, they didn't even do anything yet.
They hadn't actually. Oh, they did. They attacked Joe when he got close.
They looked very
Yeah, I think so.
menacing, and they hamstrung him, so he couldn't move.
Mm.
And didn't they do like a shitload of damage with one hit?
They might fucking have.
I was gonna
They
say, I've got
are-
42 wounds.
They are
was-
knights of the Order of Strahd, so
Bax was too busy, preoccupied. He didn't even get involved.
I need a bigger decision.
indeed. So, long story short, what do you guys do?
Weren't we about to have a long rest?
I think we were going to. Yes.
Camp.
We were gonna try to find a place to get our own rest because we crossed the river and I think we were going to look for a cave or something.
Yeah, we ended up here looking for a place to long rest, so we're still on the search
Well-
basically.
As I remember, it ended with Trish trying to grab the boat that was being carried away downstream and just failing the check, and the boat just literally went downstream. Because you were trying to retrieve
Yes.
something out of the boat, weren't you? You left something in there.
So, on the hand-drawn map, tell me, where do you think you guys are at the moment?
I put an orange circle to where I think. Oh no. It's
I have the river map.
Well, we
when I
were at the
double-click my character.
we were at the tower, and we literally just went across from
Oh.
behind it.
Yeah, we're on the northern part because we did cross it.
How do you do an arrow again? Oh, circle will do. So yeah, somewhere around there.
Double mouse.
All right. I'll take the medium median and say you guys are right here. Here. Right there. Apparently there are dogs around.
I don't remember whether we went on the west or east side actually.
Well, we went north, didn't we? We were heading up towards Blinksy. Like we were retreating from the from the people coming to attack us.
Yeah.
So we went north, right? Because we were going the opposite direction we were traveling.
So it's probably that we're on this side on the
Where the-
here,
yeah,
on
where-
the north side.
Yeah, where the black arrow is in the circle.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, what are you guys doing at the moment?
If I hear dogs, I'm going to assume that we're about to be chased. So we better make haste and run.
All right.
Seraphim is gonna use his second level spell slot to do an elevated cure wounds on himself because he is fucked up. Ooh, good rolls. Wait, did that heal me? No, it didn't.
Are we staying on the map, on the battle map or not?
No. You're not staying on the battle map at all.
All right, cool. Well, I Bax moves away from the water, and very quietly walks off, just away from everybody else, but not too far.
DM, the healing spell is not healing me.
Did you because
Oh, it does on my character sheet, but not in the combat tracker. So they're disconnected apparently.
no, that happens when you update Fantasy Grounds and it's no longer supported. Because the game has moved to Fantasy Grounds Unity. And we are not on Unity.
As in the development has stopped on this one, or?
Yep.
Oh, really?
So we got to switch to Unity?
Well, we don't have to. At all.
Wait, but like 5e is not supported anymore?
No, 5e is very much supported.
The actual platform is no longer being developed.
Yeah.
Like old Fantasy Grounds versus Fantasy Grounds Unity.
At least the extensions won't break anymore.
Never know. They won't unless I update them. So, for my convenience, are you moving closer to Kresk or Valaki on the map?
We're heading further towards Lake Zarovich. So Valaki way.
So,
Lucky.
we're gonna check out Blinksy or something.
Who's up in the lake?
Who is back on the other side of the river, right?
No, he's on our side. It's just he's at the north end of Lake Zarovich. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was also on an island.
He's on an
I
island
thought he
in
had
Lake
like a
Zarovich.
lakeside cabin.
Yeah, but I thought we had to use the boat to get to him.
Yeah, he's on like a little island just off in Lake Zarovich. But we couldn't cross it because when we come up to it, it was a stormy night.
Yeah, and also there was the problem of the river being quite rapid. So I think that was part of it as well. It was
Can I,
dangerous to use the boat.
Can I ask DM if Gary made it across the river? I think you might be muted because I can't hear.
Well, my question was indeed, can you hear me?
Yeah.
No.
No.
The answer is no. Gary must make a swim check.
Okay. What does that look like?
Straight D20.
Okay.
He made
30.
it across.
Cool.
Faux show.
Bax is on Gary, just trailing behind everybody, soaking. He's moody.
Brooding.
Brooding, yeah.
What's wrong, Max?
What do you
seem
mean,
a bit
what's
moody.
wrong? Well, I wasn't really thinking that I was going to be tied up, beaten around, and dragged across the river. Forgive me if I'm holding a bit of a grudge.
Are you holding a grudge against someone in particular, or?
He looks up and looks Lorne square in the eyes. I remember.
I don't.
Do you remember?
Well, just to say that if I've had a good night's sleep, next time I might be able to bring you across a body of water in a more conscious manner.
There won't be a next time. I won't be going across water again. I'm
Are
living
you
on
gonna
this
stay?
side. Yes,
Yes.
I'm living on this side.
I will never see this up again.
I ain't getting no boat.
I've made my choice.
You heard me.
Okay, so what do you do? Am I muted again?
Do we just
No.
no. Do we just follow east? Just head towards Blinksy, I guess?
That's what I was thinking. We would just do is follow along.
Oh, yeah.
The coast.
Well, we know with the lakes that way if we keep the river to our right. So
Right.
Well, it
One
would
per
make
turner.
sense that if we go east, try and see if we can find Blinksy, and then a next step could be to continue east and explore that village that is not on a map. Like, it would give us a nice tour.
is the village that's not on the map up the top of Lake Zarovich, is it?
No, it should be around here somewhere, the red square.
Fucking
Almost
Red
above
Square,
Castle
you
Ravenloft.
communist.
I'll be totally
I
honest. I don't know if I missed that session, but I know of no village.
Nobody knows. It was only mentioned by Axathanter, his name is, the Lich Wizard
Oh, okay.
dude. And he just, it was because we showed him this map and we asked, is there something around these lands that is not shown on this map? And he told about this village. So we imagined that Strahd also has a reason to, because he drew us
He
this
drew
map.
the map, yeah.
Yeah, so there must be a reason why he's not mentioning it. Because the town in the swamps also isn't on this map, right?
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Isn't it the castle there?
No,
that's
that's
Stronghold.
yeah, that's where the paladins live.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
yeah, it's always further
It's the-
north than I assume it is.
Oh yeah,
no,
no,
it's
you're
the-
right. It is further down there, right at the base of that big mountainish hill.
Okay.
And,
Well, in
the
any case,
swamps.
like if we go east, we have hopefully a sleeping place because he's also fleeing, so he would have like no issue, I imagine, taking us in and protecting us.
Yes, but isn't he also the one that makes those weird ass dolls that possess you?
I'm quite interested in what's up with that, actually.
Yeah, I'm not looking. I'm not eager to experience it.
Well, that doll that was from the Death House. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes, that was a
Yeah,
Blinksy.
that was. I think that was a creation from Rose and Thorn.
That was Blinksy. It was because you got him to make a doll as well, didn't you?
Yeah,
you found
but
other ones on the road.
Mine couldn't be like that one.
I thought you had to use a part of someone for it though.
What now?
Wouldn't the doll from the Death House be? Wouldn't it way older than Blinksy?
Yeah, I think it was mentioned that it was like a distinctly different style from what Blinksy was making. Like different
Yeah.
materials even.
Yeah, it was a completely different type. Of
I
doll.
thought it had a if it isn't if it's not fun, it isn't Blinksy thing on it. That's what made us go
No,
to a shop
that
in the
was-
first place.
That was one I think that we found on the road.
Yes,
Somewhere?
the Strahd one.
Right. Okay.
The hand puppet.
There's an eerily amount of puppets in this story.
Yeah,
It's hard to keep track of them all.
And I'm really interested into what the Strahd puppet does, but I'm too scared to put it on my hand.
That's the one
Wait,
I
do you
said
still
a long
have it?
time ago. It
Freezing.
should have been burnt.
Yeah, we still have it.
We should have burnt
Nope.
that thing.
I know what
Oh,
the name of this episode's going to
I
be.
don't have it though. I think someone else does.
We didn't take it though, did you? I thought you buried it.
Yeah.
You've come across 2 dials so far on the road, and I know one was buried. Because you remembered where you buried it by a tree.
Have we put anything in the bag of holding yet?
Yes.
No.
I think we put it in the bank of holding actually with Mage Hand.
I know. I just know there was 2 puppets that were found, and one was buried.
Who has the bag of holding? Can you check your inventory if we have the puppet there?
Continue your discussion.
Let them talk.
With his wireless headphones.
You know, it would be a really cool line for Seraphim to say, right?
Mm.
When we confront Strahd, you should pull out his puppet and like shove your hand up its, up it, and just like, this is what's going to happen to you.
Hold on, I don't have the bag of holding.
I thought Sam had it.
No, I thought Luke had it. Because he had it
Oh,
when
I
he was
don't-
sleeping in the temple. He's the only one who had. He's the
It's
last.
not in my
who had
inventory
it.
though, is it in the party sheet?
No, I don't think so.
Our sheet's empty.
A bag of smack.
Look at
Real
shit.
shit.
What?
What's it doing there?
I make random shit every so often just to.
Yeah, but how? Oh, like you put it back into the party sheet.
Like I've got Scroll of Wind.
It's
All the
one of
deeds
win.
Did someone maybe lose the bag of holding in Strahd's castle?
We had it when we
No.
left the temple.
Or one of you just
Luke,
put it down somewhere and forgot to pick it up again.
Luke, oh dear God, Luke had it lost and he was rummaging through it.
Can you help us, DM? Because
Was it in the tower?
You're
I mean, are we going this literal
Yeah,
DM?
yeah.
Does that mean I'm gonna have to tell you that my piece of shit coming out of my arse has left my arse? I pinched it off nicely and I've picked up a toilet paper. I put down the toilet paper so I don't carry my shit
You're
with me.
muted, Coins.
Roll me a D100, Luke.
oh god.
It's gonna be in the fucking tower. In the
Boom.
rubble.
Oh, above average.
It's not the way you want
You-
it though.
Well, you check, and you check, and you check, and you check, and you're like, where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? And you look back, and about 5 feet behind you, it's there. You dropped it. You silly
Scratch my
goose.
head. Almost.
Ricky, you have to be careful with that thing.
You can have it, sir.
Oh, well. That's a big responsibility, but I will keep my hand.
So
I will put it in the party sheet. So one of yous, fucking one of yous, can take it.
I don't want that responsibility. I've lost
I'll,
enough.
I'll carry it. I'll do it. I can also, like, fucking teleport, so if we need to bug out with something important, DM,
Yeah.
can you identify the bag for me? It's
For-
at the top for me.
I for sure can. But will I?
That's the question.
I will. There you go.
There you go.
Can you fit people in the bag of holding?
Yes.
But there's no air,
Yes,
right?
you can't breathe.
Yeah, but if you hold
yeah.
your breath... Okay. I just thought of a really cheap way for Sal to teleport us around.
Yeah, But
Well,
for 10
yes.
minutes, you can do that. But that's it.
There's basically 1 minute of air, I believe, in there.
Yeah, but if we jump in the bag of holding and then you teleport while holding it,
Oh no, sorry. It's 10 minutes divided by the number of creatures, after which time they begin to suffocate. So, depending on how many people go in there, we could teleport.
Can
But
we
you imagine
drop
the
like
scene,
really long?
If I get punched unconscious right after I teleport, you guys have no way of getting out by yourself. I have to pull you out.
yes,
It's
but
no,
very
Can we get like really?
You have to
Can
pull
we
them
get
out
like
one
really
by
long
one.
straws?
really long straws.
One by one.
Yeah, really long straws just to
Yeah.
get air from outside of the
Right.
bag.
The bag of
Well,
holding
the
is an
problem-
infinite void, so you'd have an infinite amount of straw connected to an infinite
Exactly.
amount of straws to be able to breathe.
It's still an emergency get out if you get stuck kind of thing.
For sure.
Right? Because I don't need to breathe. Can I stay in there forever?
Imagine getting
yeah.
Strahd in it.
Pocket Zuckhead.
Pocket socket.
Wait, do you not need to breathe, Joe?
I don't care.
Inspiration, Joe.
Oh my God. Talk about tactically, like we could literally stick him in the bag and leave it somewhere, and he could pop out at night time.
No,
No.
because
Got
you
him.
have to have somebody
to pull-
else
Oh,
pull
you're out, right? Yeah.
something
okay.
from the bag of holding.
That's
What
still. That's
What
still
we could
pretty cool.
do is put Suck in there, give the bag to Strahd. Strahd opens up the bag and he gets a stake through his heart. End of the story.
Yeah, the
No,
problem is
because-
the bag only retrieves the thing that you want.
Yes.
So you have to know what's
But
there.
but secretly, we all know that Strahd really wants Zucked, so it's a win-win, right?
Well, you can do it another way. You don't have to necessarily know what's in there, but if you want to just retrieve everything out of it, you have to turn it inside out, and then everything just falls out.
Or
Like bags of
apparently,
holding are very interesting lore-wise.
yeah.
Wait, have we ever
Apparently it
tried
also-
that with the current one?
Wait. What,
Sorry,
turning
Alwyn.
inside out?
What did you want to say?
According to some rules of AD&D, it also reacts badly to salt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, indeed. But we're playing 5e.
Yeah, remember.
But it will be a D100 roll.
Now,
Yeah.
can it hold liquid?
I
Liquid
mentioned
shit.
it can.
I ask because what's stopping us from filling it up with water from the sea? It's an
It's-
infinite void, and then turning it inside out next to Strahd.
No, Joe, we've already looked it up. It's like 10 cubic feet maximum.
Oh,
No,
that's
it's
unfortunate.
64
I've had
cubic
that
feet, but
idea.
500 pounds. So that
But
would
that's-
amount to
Yeah,
500
it's-
liters of water. No,
That's still not enough, though,
250.
is it? Unless
It
you're trapping
needs
them
to
in
be
a
running
room.
water to keep them
Yeah.
trapped.
I think it would amount to like a bathtub of water. Something like around that.
Is that under 90 kilogram?
No, that's
So we
250.
can't so we can't use a trebuchet to make a river.
Gets better and
cheap.
better.
What you could do is a decanter of infinite water inside and then leave the bag open and voila, you have a new lake.
Where are we going to find that though?
It's probably laying around this Strahd's lair.
Well, you have seen one, but didn't pick it up.
Wait,
Wait, what?
Luke,
Hmm?
was there already something in the bag of holding?
No, just the doll.
Okay. So
Did
you turn it
you
inside out?
check?
did you turn it inside out to make sure there was nothing?
No,
else?
I've never looked in the bag of holding. I've only had the bag of holding.
Maybe we should try turning it inside out.
Okay. I'll
See
I'll-
what
as
pops
we
out.
yeah as we have this discussion, I'll turn it inside out to
Right,
see if
I-
there's any
I
items
ask.
in there.
You
Bax
just
asks
divided by one.
and says, "Well, that's a pretty bag. What's in it?"
Well,
We're giving an excuse for you to empty it.
yeah. Something horrible.
Give me a second, because I didn't expect this. but there is
Which
indeed
is
something in the
gelatinous
bag of
cubes.
holding.
It's pocket
20
Strahd.
gelatinous cubes out of
Oh,
there.
please no. Please no.
Roll for dragon.
Suddenly,
Undead dragon.
suddenly
We've already fought one
Tiamat.
dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh, it's the first episode of D&D, the cartoon series.
Yeah, like they're level 1.
Gods.
What did they fight? Fucking Tiamat.
Yep.
Did they win?
Yeah, they did. They
I
did.
assume
Because
so
of
from
magic
episode
weapons.
1.
I still have that series somewhere.
Oh, wait.
Here it comes. Dungeons and Dragons.
The DVD series.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Oh,
Very nice.
Unopened, but well.
It adds
so,
to the value.
indeed. So, you guys turn, open the bag of holding, turn it inside out. Let's just make it easy for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have a map that you're standing on.
yeah.
Please arrange yourselves at the. Oh, that's. Oh, damn, that's not good. Well, fuck it. Arrange yourselves at the places you would be standing.
Well, I would be talking with Max about this.
Yeah,
Maybe a bit of room in between us.
yeah, we'd be up a bit more than that. I'd be
Would
further
be
away from the water.
standing
Close to the water.
completely opposite. I would be standing completely opposite of Bax, feeling still very guilty about punching him.
Don't worry, Lauren. It's fine.
Where did we find the bag of holding? Was this in the death house still?
No,
No.
No, it's
you
recent.
found this when I wasn't in a session when you found this.
But where was it?
No, me neither.
It was in
I feel like
the.
we've-
It was in the
in the basement?
temple. In the temple.
Oh,
Was it?
really?
Oh, yeah, it must have been.
I'm fairly sure
Yeah.
it was in the temple because it was in his bedroom.
Twas
But
in
whose
the
was it?
temple indeed.
Was it Exothanthers?
It was somebody's.
It was, what's his name? The guy we brought with us that betrayed us.
Yeah,
It wasn't his, was
the
it?
elf. Yeah, because we looted his body.
Well, he wasn't dead. We just gave him to Exothanter.
Yeah. But we still looted him and took everything out of his pockets before we actually walked away. And that's where we got the bag of holding, and I believe his dagger.
Casimir.
Casimir.
Yeah, I have his dagger.
Yeah, we got his dagger and stuff.
Didn't he swear vengeance on you as well?
Mhm.
Hopefully
That's
it's
why
not
we
in the
gave
bag.
him. That's why we gave him to Exothanter, because he was swearing vengeance on all of us.
That's gonna bite us in the arse like Dora did.
Probably.
So who is holding the bag of holding at the moment?
I'm turning it
Seraphim.
inside out.
You are turning it inside out.
To the west. Left.
On top of Jush.
Yes. On top of. No.
No,
No,
opposite way.
Other side.
Say southwest, towards the river,
Sure, towards the river.
Towards the river. And as you are turning it inside out, you see two what look like undead creatures jumble out of it.
What?
Everybody roll for initiative.
Why? Why would
Okay.
he have that? It makes no sense that he has that in his pockets.
Well, it doesn't, because
It's like
he
the
had
pocket
this.
Zuck idea, but he's got pocket zombies.
He obviously he had this thing about raising someone from the dead, didn't he?
Yeah, his sister and a friend.
It makes sense that he studied it.
But are they them? Isn't he trying to make them alive instead of undead? Aren't they them?
Oh, fuck.
All right, who is playing Sir Godfrey today?
Well, if no takers, I'll do it. I enjoy it.
Alrighty. There you go. Round 1. The undead humanoid stands up and looks at you, Seraphim, and says, "Thank you for releasing me," and tries to attack Rectavio. First roll after the hiatus is a natural 2. The next one is a natural 5. Rectavio dodges both attacks. Lorm, what do you do? Lorm moves.
You're muted.
Sorry, I rush forward to undo that humanoid number 6 over here and swing at him with my quarterstaff.
Swing, bada 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 bada.
Oh. There we go. Ah, bugger.
You dropped
there
the
was
20.
Miss. Bada 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 bada.
That was bad. So I use my extra attack. See if it goes better this time.
It did not. On a
No.
10, you still miss.
15.
Oh, a 15.
Yes.
That hits.
Okay. There comes the damage.
That's 8
And-
damage.
I follow up with a unarmed strike against him. That's a 12.
12 misses. I'm very sorry.
And that's the end of my action.
Alrighty. Sir Godfrey. Sal?
Oh, sorry, I was writing something. Sir Godfrey, I remembered that I had the skull from Yesterhill and I have to write it down. Blah, 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 blah. Attacks, where are you? Here. Well, Sir Godfrey will attack unknown humanoid number 6.
Natural 20! Your target suffers ongoing damage equal to half its level round up until a successful medicine check. This must
Mike.
include one use of
Mike.
his healer's kit. So,
Should have smited on a crit.
indeed.
I believe we established that Godfrey was out of smites because we're all out of spell slots.
Indeed.
Oh, I'm not out of spell slot.
Godfrey is.
Yeah, I remember that. That's a 23.
23 hits.
That's 11 damage on top. I think he has 2 attacks. Yeah. Let's see. He is. Can he position himself better for someone? I don't think so. There you go.
Alright, Zuck.
I squeeze in between Lorem and Godfrey.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I try to swing on number 6. 10, I'm assuming misses.
10 misses indeed.
Come back around. Wow. As my bonus, I turn on my form of dread.
Ooh.
And that is it.
Axe will go up between them. While trying very hard not to stir the water. And he will attack number 6. with a 9.
A 9
Does not hit.
misses.
He will come around for another swing. And he gets a 19.
19 hits.
Okay, and he will put a level 2 spell slot, level 2 smite on it. And he will roll for damage.
Whole
Holy
game.
damn.
Nice.
He then will swing around and attack as his bonus action number 4. But I'd like to do this with a disadvantage because I'm staring at the water on the other side. So it's kind of like shifting my focus. And I will roll. Apparently 3 dice. 4 dice? I rolled in that one. So I completely miss. Does anything happen? I didn't see anything.
Tell me again, what were you doing? You tried to?
I tried to attack number 4, but I did it with disadvantage and I got in that one. It rolled another dice, but I didn't see the outcome.
You try to hit him, and for some reason, like your toes, like your big toe and your ring toe are like this, and you just slice the webbing in between with ferociousness, and you take 11 damage.
Oh! Okay, and that's my turn.
Alrighty, Trish.
I take a run at unknown humanoid number 4 and slide underneath its legs, and as I do so, swipe upwards with my rapier.
Awesome.
15.
15 hits. 8 damage.
And I get sneak attack,
Indeed you do.
which is this one.
Damn, that's almost max damage.
Ooh,
Nice.
yes, it is. And I am then gonna use my cunning action to disengage and just like make a dodge roll out of melee range. And that will be the
Alrighty.
end of my turn.
Tricky Ricky's gonna move to
Rectavio.
the side.
Hoo-ha!
Ha! And then lovely, he's going to give him a lovely guiding bolt.
It
13 hits.
soars over his head.
Boom. Oh shit. So that will be my turn.
Alright. It uses its short sword attack. Rolls a nat 1. And sees that its attack does not do anything. It uses an action to run away. Lorem, Bax, and Seraphim get a attack of opportunity. Lorem first.
I'll swipe at it with the quarterstaff while rushing forward, I suppose.
Nice.
19,
19 hits.
and that's 8 damage.
Alright, Bax.
Do it with disadvantage again, because I'm still facing the water. 10.
10 misses. Seraphim.
8.
Alright. An 8 misses as well. And as this unknown undead jumps off, he locks eyes with Bax. And in the moment that he is in his hang time, he just does. And he
I make a mental image
splashes-
of his face.
Yeah, for sure. And he splashes into the water.
Can we still see him?
Roll me a perception check.
8.
He dove under the water, and you have no idea where he is. Silence once again descends on the valley.
That's some weird stuff. You're keeping in that bag.
Oh, I did not expect that in there. But Seraphim will look from the edge of the river here to see if the undead resurfaces somewhere. Help me look for that thing. I can shoot it from a distance.
Yeah. No. I go back.
I'll come in and help.
Bax, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw coming at ya. 15.
With your eyes locked on the water, you move back.
I'm on Gary, by the way. So
Gary
that's why I
moves
hurt more.
back, you move Gary back, and Gary just like stops for 1 second, and you see his right hind hoof dangling over a canyon, and he just takes a 1 step forward.
Good boy. Good boy.
Seraphim, Rectavio, Lorm, and Trish, all of you give me a perception check.
Could I make that an investigation because I'm specifically looking for something?
Sure.
I could have died then. I didn't realize that was a canyon.
23.
17.
24.
This is gonna sound like I am making this up, but it was DC 25. You do not see him. The number in my head was 25. You do not see him.
It was achievable, very
It
unlikely,
was.
but it was achievable.
Oh, it was. It was achievable.
What was that?
Well,
Like a-
Seraphim will take a look at the one that's on the
Yeah.
floor.
I'll have a look at the one on the floor as well.
Both of you give me an investigation check. Lorm, you're joining?
It's joining, yeah.
15.
Yeah,
Why?
I'm still distracted by the water. 4.
Trish, you're joining?
No, I'm looking around to see what else stumbled out of the bag.
Alright. Lorem, back you're looking and you're like, this is weird. Why did it come out of the bag? It should have been alive, but it didn't even suffocate in the bag. Like, I know what happens when you're in a bag. Seraphim, you have a bit more experience with the arcane, and you look at it and you see that this thing has been dead for a long time. And it's dressed in black leather armor, black hood, black cape. The weapons it was wielding look archaic to you. Like a bygone age.
Any specific identifiers, like an emblem or a symbol?
With a 15, I can give you that this thing came from Waterdeep. But the emblem, as far as you can... Give me a history check.
Sure. I'll also ask if any people around me recognize it, if that's allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Do I recognize it being from what I saw the vision at Yester Hill? The soldiers were
You
wearing.
can all help.
The
Lorm,
19 in history.
Lorm, seeing as you are familiar with the guards of Waterdeep, and Bax you are as well, you can tell that this emblem, and you tell this to Seraphim as well, this emblem is over 200 years old.
Oh, this is an old emblem.
Say that again.
This is an
Don't you-
old emblem.
Don't you? Don't you all find it strange that this is one of the first items or like references to something outside of this place?
Yeah, but can I recognize the sort of clothing from my history lore?
Well, you can all recognize the clothing as the same clothing Trish would wear. It's dark, it's leather. It's assassin
she-
clothing or rogue clothing.
Check his pocket.
I'll do a search.
Yeah, I'll
Dexterity
help.
saving throw, Durham.
Ay. 13.
Jesus Christ, a
Plus
plus
11.
11? What the hell?
What?
Alright, so you rolled a natural 2, but with your plus 11, you feel around and you grab hold of some sort of needle-like contraption. You pull it out, and you can tell that if your dexterity was any lower, you would have been pricked with a very nasty poison.
So be careful when you fondle her, whatever this is, cause traps. And I toss the thing towards Trish and say, "Here, catch, but careful."
I catch it, but seeing as this thing is probably twice my body size, I just like,
No,
like
the
completely
contraption.
get crushed. Oh, okay.
Contraption.
Are you really throwing it at
You're
Trish?
throwing poison needles
At
at Trish, right?
yes. So, this is
Right.
canon now. Trish, dexterity
Didn't
saving
think this
throw.
through, did you?
Can I try to dodge instead of catch it?
Sure, you can try to dodge.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Like, you see it coming and you're like, Toro! It falls to the ground. And you lock eyes with
Ole!
Lorem like, dude, what the hell?
Sorry, I
thanks.
thought you might find it interesting.
Oh yes, I do. Like I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna like pocket it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, dude, what? Don't do that shit. Okay, so I have 1 poison needle.
Is any one of us originally from Waterdeep?
I don't know enough about you people to know this.
Well, you
Where are
know
you
about
from,
yourself.
Max?
I'm not from Waterdeep, no.
DM, am I correct in my observation that this is like one of the only or few things that reference the outside world?
Well, one of the few things you've come across a few before.
Like what?
Like, well, us.
Well, you,
The flag of Trish's.
yep.
Yeah, the flag.
The
Oh yeah.
There was
that
something in the
somebody-
house as well, wasn't there? That
Yeah,
somebody found.
there was an amulet somebody found inside
Mhm.
the house. There was the letter to me and my brother Hansel.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
There's been quite a few references.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they've all been linked to us somehow, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Personally,
mean. Like this
yeah.
is the just like a blind reference to the outside world.
Give me a intelligence check.
There you go.
Well, with a
14.
14, I can tell you that all of the things you found so far were not benign to you. That were linked to you and your past. This is the first
Yeah,
thing
that's why
that
I'm
you
so-
found that's not linked to you, and it's very benign.
Okay. I will not look any more into it. Did Lorm find anything besides the trap?
Let's go to the table. Alrighty. Let's do this. This is gonna roll for a while.
Does it roll them all for you, or do you have to keep clicking it?
No, it does it all for me.
It's basically a table of tables. So you roll a table that rolls another.
Indeed.
It's very cool.
It's very easy and very handy. And like he has a little like side pouch that he did not fall on, which is unfortunate, very fortunate, because it has 3 potions.
Oof.
And do you take them? I will put
I
them
can
in the
I could take a
product
look at
sheet.
those before we go to sleep to determine what they are, if you wish.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. I give the potions to Seraphim and go, here, just keep them.
Oh well, thank you. I'll take a look at them, and if they have any specific purpose to anyone, I'll share it, of course.
Are we done here?
I imagine we were just trying to see what is in the bag. Did something else fall out of the bag?
No.
A box, perhaps?
No.
Bax
This is all.
gets down off Gary, picks up the creature, drags it over to the edge, and throws it in the water.
An audible splash.
And I get back on Gary. You can never be too careful with undead.
Yeah, but shouldn't we have burned it?
No. I, for one, wouldn't want to send up smoke signals to alert people that might be tracking us where we are.
I think. Yeah.
Trish, you have a poison needle now, right?
I do.
Yes. Would a potion of poison be of any use to you in conjunction with that item?
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Why not?
I'll give it to you in what we
Is
would
it-
metaphorically call the party sheet.
Is it what? Wait. A potion of poison? Wouldn't that just be a poison?
Well, it's called like that in my inventory sheet, so I'll just call it that as well.
Or is it the potion of anti-poison? Poison.
No. I think it looked like a potion of healing, but it secretly wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's also valuable. You could sell it for like 150 gold.
Well, assuming there's a buyer.
Oh,
Which
yes.
I don't think anyone in Vallaki has 150 gold.
Well, you don't know how Strahd's
uh,
multiple marriages are like. Maybe one of the wives, you know. I wouldn't turn down the opportunity.
I reach down and just like jangle my money back.
You want to buy the potion back?
Euphemism.
No, I meant exactly what I said.
Oh, Bax, do you want to buy this potion of poison? Usually 150 golds for you, special price 100 gold.
That's very kind of you, but don't take this the wrong way. But poison is the weapon of lesser people, lesser experienced combat. I, for one, would rather see my enemy's face when I drive my sword through him. I have no need for
Yes,
poison.
well, that's why you get hurt all the time.
Grr.
Rawr. So, you defeated, or to a lesser extent evaded, the things that came out of the bag of holding. You are moving eastward in search for better pastures and maybe even a cave that you can rest in. Am I correct in this understanding?
Yes.
Yeah, let's just say we aim for Bixie's house, Blinksy's house,
Blinksies.
and if we find another, like, suitable place to rest, secluded, you know, we would at least consider it, I think.
All right. As you're walking, we've been at this exactly an hour now. Let's have a 5-minute break.
Okay.
Okay.
Sally, I think I found the most useless spell ever.
What is it?
Blessed Harvest. I can bless up to a field up to 1 acre to have a 33% more yield.
Oh, that's the book of lost spells. Yeah.
You could actually use that on the winery.
Yeah, the
Get a
winery.
good price.
Ah, yeah, that's it. I will bless your harvest.
Instead of giving him our gem, we'll just use the spell to fucking give him a better harvest.
Fuck
We'll just
gems,
give
I've
them
got
Ricky.
spells. I'm gonna make
Well,
it
and also
green.
you can change spells every morning, so you could, like, situationally, if we know we stay there, you could just
Exactly,
change the one
or-
spell.
Well, it's a level 2 spell, so like I could use. I've got 3 spell slots for that. So if I didn't use any during the day, when it comes to the night, I'll just bless it 3 times and then change it out
Yeah.
for a long rest.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
Crops
Gonna make a
grown
brew
on the
for me.
field provide a harvest that is 1/3 more than the field would have produced normally. Ah, yeah. Granting it unusual fertility. Well, if that doesn't sound like Joby, I don't know.
Don't let him hear that.
Oh, Joby jokes about this himself. This unusual
Yeah, but
fertility.
I've noticed that someone else joking about it, and then someone else joking about it, causes some issues sometimes.
Joby knows.
Not in this group.
Blessed strikes. Oh,
Blessed strikes is when you get to see me strike things. You're blessed by it. You know what I'm saying?
If you
I
ever
feel
hit
blessed.
something,
I know, right?
that was uncalled for.
Right?
yeah, but like this is the one thing that like this cracks me up every time I think about it. Like Joe missed like 6 hits in a row, and then he just said, "This is my curse of Strahd." Golden.
Oh,
And
Sebas,
it has been. I missed so much.
Doesn't Joe, our Joe, remind you of Joe from Glass Cannon a little bit in that
Yes,
sense?
yes, indeed. Joe's gonna roll. Get ready for that one.
Joe's gonna roll. We should use the song thingy, yeah. Joe's gonna roll, Joe's gonna roll. Get ready for that one.
I don't know what it is, but with this character, even before when I had the actual Blood Hunter one,
Yeah.
fucking rolls were sucky.
Yeah,
think
they
it's
have
Sebas.
this.
That's your curse.
I'm looking for Joe's gonna roll right now.
Yes. Sebas, do you have Tasha's Cauldron loaded for you?
Let me see. Library. I don't think I have it. No, I don't.
Oh, because like a spell that I found referenced it and it said it's not loaded, so I was like, what? Oh, it's from the effects coding, that's why. Okay.
Question coins.
Get ready for that one!
What exactly didn't work on the torrent? Did you already have everything or what?
To do, it is time for nerdage! I listen to this podcast way too much. Oh, you're muted, Sebas.
Sorry.
Press the
Well,
button.
Elwyn, I think it was due to the fact that I use a program that was not supported. And also, I would never ever use torrents in any way, shape, or form to download something illegally.
Hello, YouTube.
Yes,
Well, it wasn't illegal.
it's
It's
not
disgusting
legal.
not to download illegal torrents. Disgusting, I say.
Hey,
Indeed.
when I was a student, we used torrents all the time to deliver each other the things that the professor was saying in front of the class.
Yes.
Yes,
But
indeed.
to
That's
YouTube,
the
I say-
only viable use for torrents.
Yeah.
And
I could
Linux
not
distros.
imagine. I could not imagine doing something else with it. Oh boy.
Oh wait.
They're not very loud though.
No, that's because one-shot volumes are very low. Oh, Razzmatazz, yes. Oh my God, Razzmatazz.
Well, hello. I cannot do the voice, but it's yeah.
Well, I will have it for you.
Whatever happens, we're gonna be best friends forever. Best friends
Yes.
forever.
Best friends forever.
I am starving. In totally unrelated news, can I hold that baby?
Razzmatazz.
What
Razzmatazz.
are we listening to?
This is from the Glass Cannon podcast. They play Pathfinder.
My Sirenscape crashed. I will just reload.
It is on TV.
There's been tits on this TV for quite a while.
Can you hear this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hearing it. I'll restart the player then. Player.
I think I've shared it once before, but I'm gonna share the Wash Your Hands YouTube clip again.
Oh yeah, you should also share the Delta Green animated.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yes.
the part that they go into no, don't share
Into
it.
the university?
Yeah, but share it, but don't share it because spoilers.
Ah, yeah. But this is.
Do you ever wake up in the morning and just want to slather blood all over your face? No? Just me?
Oh my God,
Okay.
Razzmatazz.
It's in inside chat to watch later.
Yeah, to watch
It's-
later indeed.
It makes me jealous to think about those type of tables.
Yes.
Their chemistry is off the hook. No,
We're
but
right
listen
here,
to it,
man.
Joey.
Jesus.
Listen
Like, we're
to,
literally right
listen
here.
to it. I would not mind if you would say this to my face after listening to them. It's basically like actors, comedians, and shit together in a group, and they just try to make good podcast shit. It's really good.
It is really good. Anyway, everybody back?
Yes.
Yes. Joe?
Mm-hmm.
I can't see your camera, so I didn't know. No pressure to turn it on because your sickness would
on.
just.
It is on?
It is
Yeah.
on? It is?
Yeah, you have to
Turn
click
off,
it
turn
again.
back on.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at that beard.
Oh, that beard.
Mm.
So, basically, you guys are, and gal, are moving eastward. Eastward bound to unknown places on the north side of the river. And it takes a while. You're tracking. It's snowy on that side. And after a while, you come across an opening in the mountain face that kinda looks eerie. Scary. The open jaws of the wolf's head form a 15-foot high canopy of rock over the cave mouth, held up by natural pillars of rock. The ceiling rises to a height of 20 feet inside the cave. Torches in iron brackets line the walls. From somewhere deep inside, you hear echoing sounds of a flute. Some of the notes are discordant, painfully so. What do you do?
Turn around and go back down the mountain so we can rest.
Can we see if there's any foot traffic that's been through that area?
Well, yes. You can for sure see foot traffic going down and up, and even some bloody foot tracks going
But
somewhere.
looking at them, are they footprints or paw prints?
Yes. Yes.
That, detective, is the right question. They are mouse. They are footprints and paw prints. And this one keeps on meowing. Meow 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 meow.
Judging by the amount of footprints on the ground, can we determine if there's more than one set of tracks?
Well, there is indeed more than one set of tracks.
Think
Like, she's immediately cleaning herself everywhere I just touched her. Story of my life.
How far down does the footprints go?
The
Like away from the cave.
Well, it is starting to snow a bit, so it's hard to really gauge on the amount of foot traffic and the length of the path. But from your point of view, it's about 150 meters towards the cave mouth, and the tracks go along a certain path. Like, it's snowy. You don't really see the extent of a path beneath the snow. It continues about 50 to 100 meters from what you can see.
Well, you guys wanted somewhere to rest. It seems like a safe place to rest, away from the storm.
We're not ready for this.
I don't think this is a safe place.
Also, I don't think it matters anyway. We've been this close to it, they're gonna smell us eventually. Might as well introduce ourselves so that we can make a hasty retreat if necessary, but it's not gonna matter, they're gonna hunt us.
Who's gonna hunt us?
The humans with the dogs, I suppose.
How do you know they're not going to be friendly? How do you know they're not just
Inspiration
hunters?
Lorem.
The big skull above the cave that is shaped like a wolf, you know? That's like a pretty much dead giveaway that they're not exactly the friendliest of
Vampires,
inhabitants.
werewolves.
My good friend, have you never heard the expression "Don't judge a book by its cover"?
But this is
Yes.
the Twilight Zone.
And then we found an evil book.
I'm confused. I've heard for quite some time traveling with you lot how that everyone's quick to battle. But yeah, I'm saying that these people might be friendly, and then you're all just assuming that they want to kill us.
Mm.
What happened to the whole diplomacy?
Well, you're right, Max. In that sense, Zucket, would you mind me turning myself into your former werewolf self, maybe to like lubricate future discussions with these people.
No, I don't mind, but if it is a pack, watch for the alpha.
Yes, yes. Seraphim changes into Zakut's werewolf form. Max, what would you advise us to do? You seem to be interested in
I
diplomatic approach.
I don't see any harm in maybe just having a look and see if there's anyone there, or maybe just scouting a little bit just to see what's actually in the cave, and see if they are looking like they're bloodthirsty or if they might be reasonable people.
Well, you and me could take Gary and approach them together. Maybe if they are hostile, we could run away together. Gary's fast enough, I imagine.
I know something we might be able to use as well for a little bit of leverage, maybe like an icebreaker.
Oh,
But
what's that?
if Liam was part of this pack, then we can use the fact that he fought alongside us as a little bit of gesture to show what kind of people we are.
Do you remember any pertinent information that they might want to ask for some sort of proof
I just know
that we actually knew him? Do you remember anything? Any details he may have shared? Any names?
No. Matter of fact, I didn't even know he was a werewolf until we all got ambushed.
At this point, Lauren raises his hand and goes, "Just so we're on the same page and I don't make a silly mistake for which I get scolded again. Who's Liam?"
He's a werewolf.
Okay.
I met in the castle, in the dungeons.
And he fought alongside you, you're saying?
Yeah.
We broke him out, didn't we?
It was me, him, and Esmeralda.
Do you think he escaped as well?
Well, if Esmeralda is still alive, like Strahd says, then there is a chance that Liam is as well.
Well,
He wouldn't have
Max,
escaped, though, would he? He would have been captured along with Esmeralda.
Yes, but they might be interested in his location at the very least,
Yeah.
or maybe
Ah,
our willingness to help them.
I'm totally game in speaking to these people. If everyone else feels a bit apprehensive about doing it, I'm more than happy just to go with Seraphim.
Well, I just know how they are.
Do you not think it best, like Loram said, if they have caught our scent, isn't it best to introduce ourselves? I, for one, have seen enough bloodshed in these past few days. I wasn't keen in taking a different approach.
We could try it, but
Could we have a short rest first? Gather our thoughts.
Sorry, are you asking
Sure.
me? I...
Before you set off, yes.
Oh, sure,
Maybe
yes.
an opportunity to use our hit die.
Of course. Like I said, I'm more than happy just to go ahead with Seraphim if the rest of you want to start here.
Well, let's have everyone rest before we do, because we might be running out quarterstaff blazing, you know.
Wow. Very nice.
May I suggest that we don't take our rest right in front of the entrance then, perhaps around the corner here?
Sounds wise to me, yes.
So let's say you all move just around the corner. All of you give me a stealth check.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
28. I mean, wipe off the
Where did Trish go?
So
Trish is like under the snow, like a mole going on the snow.
Trish is just standing there like this.
Wait, do we see a little straw?
Nobody
sticking
can
out of the
see
snow?
her. So the lowest in the party is a 9. Let's see. Wow.
Well, even on average with a 28.
Wow. Wow. So you guys move back, and I imagine Zuck and Bax just keep an eye out to the entrance. When you move back, and Bax and Zuck keep looking back, keeping their eye out. As somebody tries to suck on their pipe and just move back. Move back a few. Move back even more. More, and it doesn't seem like anybody, even if there is anybody in the cave, that you don't know as of now. But if there was somebody in the cave, nobody noticed you.
Look it. Do you still feel confident in this whole pocket suck idea? Because you could come along inside the bag of holding. As
I don't know about in here though.
How come? Oh, you'd be worried that perhaps we would fall and leave you behind.
But you gotta remember that if these are the werewolves, then their sense of smell can tell them a lot about a lot of things. So they might even be able to smell me from in there.
Do you still have the ability to transform into a werewolf?
New body.
If these truly are the creatures that you all believe them to be, I still believe our safest bet is to introduce ourselves. If not, they will just catch up with us regardless.
They haven't been hunting us so far.
But, like you said, we're right outside their door.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm getting a lot of resistance to this plan.
No, we're in agreement. We're just having a short rest.
To what plan exactly?
Oh,
We're
about
just-
actually confronting them or even approaching them.
Honestly,
everyone
after all that I've seen, I am not really happy to go
Suddenly
in there and
Scottish.
say hi.
No, but I'm going in with you.
Oh yes,
Nobody
no,
is-
I know you, but Zuckid and Trish and Octavio seem a bit hesitant about this idea.
No, I just wanted a short rest first. I'm well within the plan. I told you.
I just know how they work. And don't forget, they're going around here stealing babies too. So there's that.
Do we have any short rest and then going in?
Yeah, are we allowed to roll our hit dice?
Well, I will use the menu to give you a short rest.
Okay.
That's a lot of dice.
Bax, I do want you to know that I am completely tapped out in terms of magic. I do have a way, semi-diplomatic way of using magic to make one of them a bit more friendly for about a minute. I can use as an emergency. But I have no way of transporting us or doing massive amounts of damage.
Okay. As a mechanical question, how many sorcery points does it take to get back a level 1 spell slot?
Level 1 spell slot is...
Is it 2?
It's a weird table. I always look it up. I think it's Font of Magic. Yeah, it's 2, then 3, then 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
So the third level spell slot takes one more.
I use 2 sorcery points to get back a level 1 spell slot then.
Okay. Are you ready to go in, Bax?
I am.
To everyone else, if we have to flee, do we go further or back?
I wouldn't go further.
Let's go. I would go further.
These dens can be quite extensive.
We need. The question is, if we're running out, do we lead them towards you or away from you?
Well, away. But which way?
But Zuck, are you saying there could be more of these caves?
It could be a whole system inside here.
But with multiple exits?
Might be. It all depends on this pack, really, but usually not.
That still doesn't answer my question, guys. What do you are you guys planning to run back if they are hostile? Do you want to fight? What do you want to do?
I would say that if we were to run, the safest place to run to would be Valaki. Or the closest by place, at least.
Can they swim? Can
Oh, right,
Sucker,
yeah, we're on there.
Sucker,
I
can
mean,
they swim?
They do have human forms too.
But surely they'd be easier to handle in their human form than their lichen form.
Oh, for sure.
In lichen form, can they swim?
That I don't know.
At this point, should we all just go in? Look what happened last time. We all split up.
Right?
Yes,
Well, no. The reason that Bax and I go in is that if we use Gary, we can get away quickly.
Well, we'll be near the entrance. If we hear a big scream, we'll consider you dead. And we shall leave.
Carry on in our name.
Yes. But if you
hear
do make
multiple
it out,
screams-
meet us we're on our way to Lake Zarevich, you know. We'll be hiding out near Lake Zarevich.
If you hear multiple screams, they were hostile and we had to put them down.
Duly noted.
I'm confident, Seraphim.
Yes.
This is a well
can
thought
do
out
it.
plan.
Yes. It has some thought to it, so it is a better thought out plan than most.
Come, let us go.
Yes.
If you're not
do
back
you
in
want
10
me
minutes,
to sit? Yes.
I'll say if you're not back in 10 minutes, we'll just wait longer.
Excellent. Bax, do you want me to sit in front of you or behind you?
That is up to you, Seraphim.
Maybe considering that I look.
You're better off being in front, I'd imagine. For
Yes,
that being the
that's
first
what-
thing that you see rather than me.
Okay, I'll go sit in front, on Gary.
Mm-hmm.
And
We will hook around, not to come from the direction where the group is. So we'll go down a little bit and then hook around and try and join up with the path of already made footprints. If that makes sense.
So basically, you're using their footprints to cover yours.
Well, not cover it, but I mean, like, we're gonna do like a U down and around rather than a straight line from where the party is now straight to the door. That's not
Alright,
to lead anyone straight
who's
there.
doing this?
Me and Seraphim on Gary.
on Gary.
My thinking is that we're not going to leave a direct path back to them, like a straight line.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll move you there.
And also, it would make our approach a little bit less hostile.
Yeah.
They can see us from further.
Bax, Seraphim. You are approaching the cave mouth. Everybody press F in chat. You're approaching the cave mouth. And again, the open jaw of the wolf's head forms a 15-foot high canopy of rock covering the cave mouth. Held by natural pillars of rock, the ceiling rises to a height of 20 feet. Inside the cave that you can see right now, torches in iron sconces lit up the entrance to the cave mouth, and from somewhere deep inside you hear the echoing of sounds of a flute, some notes discordant, even painfully so. What do you do?
What do you think, sir? Shall we press on?
Let's see if I want to know one thing. You keep. Okay. Yeah. Let's just go in
So
cautiously.
we very
Maybe eyeing
slowly,
for a trap.
yeah, we'll very slowly approach the entrance and stop here at the rock in plain view.
Is that what you do?
And Seraphim's looking for traps along the way. I'm trying to stick to the footprint.
And both of you roll me a perception check.
May I go with investigation again?
Depends on what you're looking for.
Traps.
I got a 6. I thought perception was looking and investigation was touching.
Well, investigation is more like I know what I'm looking
Specific.
for, and this is what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Seraphim,
it would be better called noticing.
It would be better called alertness, but well, that's a different
like
system altogether.
Can I roll the investigation?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
Okay. I did not hear you.
Natural 20. You see a large cave mouth with a cave split to the left and right. Standing on a 5-foot high ledge between the divide are two feral looking women wearing shredded clothing and clutching spears. What do you do?
As I'm sitting in front, I should position myself like this. Do they notice us?
Yes.
Okay. I look at them, and considering the sounds and the voice that I heard Zucket make, I will turn my voice more wolf-like, as was fitting his form, and I'll say, "Are we allowed to enter?"
Either a performance or deception check.
Considering the way I do this, they should be under no impression that this is wrong. So this would make totally sense unless they really have a reason to.
Again, performers or perception.
You can do it with advantage as well, because I'll give you one of my inspirations. But
okay, performance.
Take it off.
Wait, no, I already have advantage when I do this.
Then I will tick it back on.
But is it 23 sufficient?
Who are you? Where did you come from? We don't know you.
No. I've landed here. I was brought here. I looking for a way out, as is my friend here.
You're friends with a human? Or is he a shifter too?
A shifter.
God.
I whisper in your ear, as in werewolf.
Well, it means a couple of things in these places.
They don't know you're a shapeshifter.
He is useful. Let's say, call it that. He's useful.
Meals on wheels.
All right. He can go with his horse to the left and you can go to the right. Stage left and stage right, so for you, it is you go right. And she points here. And he goes left. Points there. What
Before we go in,
do you do?
is Liam here?
Liam, how do you know this name?
My useful friend has fought alongside him.
Where? Where did he fight? Don't answer, let him answer.
If it pleases you, I fought with him bravely in the Castle Ravenloft. We were imprisoned together in the cells, and he was brave and heroic and busted me out. We got separated on the way out, so sadly I don't know what's become of him, but I'd very much like to see him again.
As would we. Any friend of him is a friend of us. So you too go to the left with your friend. Rar.
Rar indeed.
Rar? If I look over to the other way, do I see any signs of butchering or like meal preparation? On the right side.
Give me a stage left, stage right.
As in the way they wanted me to go originally. So stage right.
Give me, as you're moving up, a perception check.
Okay.
Are you moving up?
We are moving up, yes.
It doesn't really sound like anything. If anything, it sounds like wolves howling in the distance.
I whisper into Seraphim's ear, what do I call you here? How do I address you? Actually, I send a message.
Yeah.
How do I
Zucker
address you?
didn't use any other name but his own, right?
It's just Sucked.
Oh wait, as we're still within reach, I messaged Sucked. Do you wait? Do you have a wolf name, Sucked?
Huh? Just okay.
Cool. Thanks. Okay. See you in a bit. Max, call me. Just call me Zuckhead. If maybe it makes sense to him. I don't know.
Okay. You can call me Bax.
Okay, Max.
Okay.
Rar.
Rar indeed. So we head up in the direction that they've asked us to go, but we don't do it in a speedy way. We do it in a non-aggressive way, non-threatening way. you want us to actually move? Or... You're muted.
Well, yeah, I want you to
Again.
move your. Wait, what? I want you to point your movement there. Yeah.
That one was for you, Joe.
All right. So
A bit further.
you move a bit further and roll me a. Well, in Delta Green it would be human int. In this case, it would be. Well, what's the
Insight?
Insight check, indeed. On just an insight check.
On the situation.
13.
17.
Bax and Seraphim, you can tell that they are eyeing you as a hearty snack at this moment. What do you do?
Is there anybody else in front of us? You're muted again.
In front of you, you can see a gash in the rock formation. Kinda, for lack of a better word, the rocky ceiling allows a grey light and cold drizzle of the outdoors to seep into this dank, blop 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 blop, torchlit cave, where an underground spring forms a pool of water roughly 40 feet across and 10 feet deep if you would venture towards it. A 50-foot high ledge to the north overlooks the pool, and a similarly large span on the eastern wall with a rough-hewn staircase leading up to it. A few crates sit atop the eastern ledge that you can see. What do you do?
Is there anybody else?
Seraphim-
Is there anybody else further inside that we
No,
can see?
not
is
that
the
you can
music
see.
Is the music still playing? The flute.
The flute is still playing, indeed.
Seraphim will send a message to Bax to just turn Gary around, just so he faces the other way.
turn.
As we turn, Seraphim will say to the one nearest to him, I do not enjoy walking into a trap, especially considering that Strahd himself has laid many a trap for the likes of us. Why do you do this?
Is that a question to me?
Well, I said I was talking to the werewolf.
You are not one of us. As you know, the pack is holy. Please continue so we, as a pack, may come to terms with your deceit.
Do you not wish to fight together against Strahd for your and my survival?
We do not care about your survival.
As he says this, I reach in and pull out the head of Baba Yaga out of my bag and just hold it up. Do you recognize this one?
Sidebar, did you kill Baba Yaga?
Is it Baba Yaga? No, which one's the one with the cart? I thought that was Baba Yaga.
That's not Baba Yaga.
No,
Morgantha.
that. Yeah, but what was her name? She had a name, didn't she?
Morgantha.
Morgantha. Sorry, I pull out Morgantha's head And I say, "Do you recognize this one?"
The eater of children and men and women. We could have taken her out long ago if she would interfere with our work as you're doing now.
I touch Seraphim while on the horse, and I cast Protection of Good and Evil on him, which is a level 1 spell, which I will do now.
Thank you.
Protection of Good and Evil. Where are you?
I also send a message to Max. We should leave.
And as you're doing this, I really would like to know what the rest of you is doing. Freezing in the cold.
Oh, that might have been the right one.
I'm keeping an eye out on the trail to see if I see anybody else coming and going, since when they were first getting ready to answer, we heard some howls in the distance.
You hear a lot of howls coming from inside the cave.
I say,
Sounds
ever,
like a
ever
party.
ready.
Any news, anyone?
I will try to message Seraphim to ask for an update.
I think you need line of sight, don't you, for that?
No,
Or
no,
at
no.
least know where
It
they
is
are. do you?
100. No, you can know the general direction, but I think it's 120 feet, and we're just outside of it. And it can go around corners, so that's not a problem, but we're just barely too far away.
Do we move closer, or do we just stand here and wait until we get a signal? Because I think the howls can be construed as a signal.
Maybe we should move up and just peek around the corner.
Defensive positions?
We could have Trish sneak up. She's more stealthier than the rest of us.
I can do that. I can sneak up to until the corner there. I could even just like go, like just not peek around the corner, but just go up to the corner and then try to send another message from there.
There we go. We'll have
And
Trish
act
do that.
as try to act as like a relay.
That sounds like a plan.
Right, you're running up. And Trish, you can hear them talking in a guttural sound that you're not used to.
As in, it's another language, or like
As-
animal noises to me.
As in, it sounds to you like animal noises.
Yeah, well, I'll try to message Seraphim asking what's going on in there, and if they need any help, if they're coming out, or what's going on.
I give a tap to Bax's knee.
I spur Gary. Like, we're already facing the exit, so we're just gonna buck out. But we're gonna try and hug the wall to make sure we're not within melee range of the unknown humanoid.
All right. Give me your movement.
Seraphim's
What's your
actually in
max?
front of me. Seraphim's
What's your
actually in
max?
front of me. 120 if we dash on Gary.
Okay, if you put your movement, I'll put myself one square in front of it.
Okay. Like, we'd be clear off the map.
As
Ah,
as I start hearing a horse galloping, I am going to stealthily go back and hide. And I'm going to also message the others, or I'm gonna message Zuck and Lorem to hide somewhere.
All right. Zoclorum, you hear this, and as you are running out of the cave, Seraphim and Bax, you both feel a spear. Like Seraphim, you feel a spear wheezing over your head. And Bax, you
Hang on.
feel the same.
Okay. So it doesn't hit me.
Now, both of you duck at the exact same time as Gary is galloping. You are hugging Gary, and spears move over your head as the rest of you are hugging the wall.
As we were leaving, I shout, "You're next!" Trying to bait them to follow us.
All right. You're moving away from the cave in the area. What do the rest of you do as you see Seraphim and Bax galloping out of the cave mouth?
Can we see if there's anything else coming towards the cave mouth?
As far as you can tell, there's nothing coming towards the cave mouth from your vantage point. You also do not see anything leaving the cave mouth.
That's interesting.
But we're
Do
going
I
10
hear
to the dozen.
anything? We're doing what, Luke?
Were they going like at full speed? Like, you could tell that they were just running away from something as they were running out.
Oh yeah, we're fucking off.
We would have sent you a message as we were getting out, telling you to that we regroup at a location further back, like a memorable place we passed along the way up here.
Well, I'll tell the others around me, saying that maybe we should just go straight south, parallel to them and meet up. Don't just run out. And then signal the others to follow.
Yeah.
Yes, do it.
Well, we're doing it.
I'm just gonna wait like half a minute longer to see if I hear anything else going on inside the cave. And then I'm also gonna follow them a bit away from the cave.
I'm just gonna stand here until I'm certain Trish is safe away from the mouth of the cave before I follow her.
All right. All of you look back at the cave if you're waiting and running away. There's absolutely nothing following you that you can see. What do you do?
I am moving towards Bax and Seraphim. I'm gonna ask what the hell is going on.
Seraphim will have turned back into his normal self, his most recognizable self, and he'll say, well, the plan didn't work. They didn't seem very susceptible to any kind of diplomacy. They were much more interested in eating us.
How many did you see?
2.
Yes, but
With at least
we
a
did,
third. Yes.
Yeah, we heard one further on the left tunnel.
And there were definitely some animals in there.
Maybe it's something that I can explore if necessary while invisible and while capable of teleporting myself out of there.
I'd post permit it, but that poison may come in handy. If you were to maybe poison their drinking water or their food.
DM, did they look like hungry or thin?
And nature check.
Can I do it
I
as
would
well?
ask. Yeah, I would ask.
Sure, yeah.
Bax's opinion there. Do you have a? Well, I'll just roll it. 50.
14.
14 versus a 15. The guards at the mouth of the cave indeed look a bit famished, a bit like they were looking out for food. Give me a nature check, Seraphim.
Another one.
Yep.
Same, 15.
As you're contemplating this, you think like the people on guard, they might not get the same luxury. Maybe they need to prove themselves before they can actually join the feasts.
Still, it's interesting that it wasn't like other werewolves were just instantly called out for as we came in.
No, but they did say about going in the back and waiting for the rest of the pack for them to decide
Yeah.
about the deceit. So it makes me think that maybe the rest of the pack is out. Maybe there's some out hunting.
I'm gonna ask Zuck as like the matter expert here. Like, what is a typical pack size for a group of werewolves? Like,
Oh, that's a good one.
Is a pack of 3 normal, or is it?
A pack of 3 is more
normally
like a
way
small
bigger?
hunting party, but you can get packs anywhere from 6 to 30 to hundreds if there's only one alpha.
Hundreds.
Surely that would make it really difficult for them to hunt for food, though, right? If it was that big.
Well,
But it might also explain why they're looking a bit famished, I guess.
Why they are acting so aggressive. So, what if we hunt a deer for them, poison the meat, try to make it seem like it's not that poisoned, and then leave it for them as a peace offering, so that we can parlay?
Your poison would have to have no smell to it whatsoever.
Well, we also have no immediate use of them, it seems. We need to rest before we do anything, really.
This will be a problem that we will have to face at some point now. Unless they're always up here in the north. Well, it depends if they ever venture down from the north, doesn't it?
Can we see how strong the cave entrance looks?
Strong? As in what?
He's thinking about collapsing the cave entrance.
Yep.
Plus, they eat children. I mean,
but
morally speaking.
If the rest of the pack's not here, collapsing the thing won't do a bit of good.
No, but if collapsing the entrance is a viable option, we wait for the rest of the pack.
That's what I was thinking.
But getting back in now is, well...
Well, we don't necessarily have to get in. I do have a thunderclap that creates a loud noise and pushes anything away from me within the vicinity. If that could be enough to upset a piece of the rock, cause an avalanche of any sort, we might be able to do it.
I think for now we should just leave.
There's nothing we can do about it at this moment in time. But it may be something we have to deal with.
Trish, can you make magic images?
One second while I see if I can. Um,
Something like prestidigitation or like illusion or.
minor. I can make minor illusions.
Can you? Did you see Liam as well?
I don't think so.
You weren't
Oh
trapped
no,
in
you were with
the
me.
castle, were you? I can do
Does
it though.
anyone? Do you have minor illusion?
Mm-hmm.
If you show me what Liam looks like, I could show up one day as him.
But then you would need to know their names, and that'd
Well,
be a suicide unless you had some form of information.
I could act confused or anything.
I do a minor illusion of Liam.
Okay, I'll store his image.
Ooh.
Might come handy.
Might. So what are you guys doing?
Moving
Heading-
further down, I guess.
Heading east. Yeah, and heading back towards the east.
All right, southeast.
DM,
Yeah,
was Blinksy's house on the lake or near the lake?
like
I'm still confused
on
about this.
the lake. On the lake, indeed.
Can we see it from here?
Well, you're no closer to the lake than you were before. Like, you moved northeast. And
Yeah, but we're higher. That's why I'm asking.
You're now moving southeast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, towards the lake.
Towards the lake. And as you are moving through the bushes, the forest is kinda creeping up on you. It feels as if it is suffocating you. And you feel and you hear the soft lapping of the water against the coast. Everybody give me a perception check.
9.
23.
Wait, did I roll? Yeah. Oh.
12.
25.
Fucking hell.
25?
And 25, those are Pathfinder numbers. As the party is moving towards the lake, Rictavio, Seraphim, and Trish, you are keeping an eye out as the rest of us is just focused on the task at hand. You look around, and as you see the lapping of the water on the lake's edge, to the north, you see a mountain. And as you look up, you see trees beginning their steady climb up the slopes of what you now know is Mount Baratok. Its monolithic presence oppressive at this distance. The ground here is rocky, uneven even, and tiring in it's tiring to navigate as you're walking and the rocks crumble under your feet. You have to reposition your foot every step. And as you think about it, even the wolves, their incessant howling that you have heard every step of the way in this land, they cease their calling.
Like as we get here?
Yeah. Soon you climb another hill and it reaches above the blanket of fog that engulfs the valley everlasting. Dark thunderclouds roll overhead. Suddenly, you guys see an elk standing on a rocky spur about 60 feet away. It assumes the form of a man in tattered black robes. His hair and beard are long black and streaked with grey, and his eyes crackle with eldritch power. Seraphim, as you lock eyes with him, he darts off to the north into the forest thicket. What do you do?
Did I recognize him?
No.
I saw someone darting out northwards. What do we do?
I say we go south.
Are we already at the edge of the lake?
Well,
Or
you can hear the water lapping.
we could go further towards the lake and use the fog to our hiding.
This person you saw, do you think he or she could pose a problem?
Well, they ran away.
Okay.
Not sure beyond that.
I think anything's a problem at the moment. We're all weak and now to spell slots.
Yeah, but having an enemy as our backs is not gonna be a good sight.
Why do you always
No.
believe these people are enemies?
I'm getting paranoid of this land.
Not everyone is an enemy.
Well, you look certainly at me like I'm your enemy. You do that a lot of late.
Not everybody's a friend.
Have a long rest here then.
DM, did I understand correctly that the forest stops before the water and there's like a rocky surface?
Yeah, there's a rocky surface leading up to the water's edge, and like it's rocky with a bit of sandy area.
Could we find maybe a set of large rocks to maybe rest in between or something to be out of view?
Roll me a D100.
Oh, that's wrong. $61.
Well, in D&D it's over 50 that you succeed, so yes. You can see a cropping of rocks that you could maybe hide between.
Guys, wouldn't that be of good use to us right now? It seems to be the best place available.
You think we'd be able to spend the entire night here, undetected?
I'm not sure if there's anything close to us that is achievable. Linksy's house is on the lake and we have no boat and I have no means of magic to bring us there.
I say we rest.
I agree.
Maybe Zuckard knows his ways around the wilds. Maybe we can use a bit of camouflage to enhance our hiding place.
Is there a way to make a smokeless fire? Because I wager we're all a bit wet and cold at this point.
The question was directed at Sucked, who is
I'd
a
say we
survivalist.
just go there first to see if, because I mean, everywhere we've gone so far, there's something there. So
Yeah.
What you
let's
mean? Go
just
and
get
check out
there
the rock.
yeah, let's just go check it out first.
Hey, we just slept the night in Stonehenge, and now we're all being murdered by druids. I think he's right.
Seraphim could use something like Firebolt to, instead of making a fire, he could heat stones, for example, to use them as like a red hot glowing
Amber
heat source.
basically. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Should we go and investigate the sleeping spot first, just to make sure it's safe and there's nothing there?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Up we go.
off we go.
As you're approaching this lake, it's weird that it has a continuous lapping of waves, but like you're not very worried about it. It's Barovia. What can you do, right? You check around the stones that are around the lake's edge, and you find a place that is fairly secluded. There's no mud crabs around.
With monocles.
And it kind of gives you the impression that this is a fairly safe area to have a rest.
Thank God.
Or is it?
Then I say we
Suck
just
it.
Yeah.
we just make camp here.
Yeah.
We'll take as many precautions and preparations as we possibly can to conceal ourselves and to do like smokeless fires and keep us warm. Eat, drink,
And camouflage it a bit, maybe.
maybe try, yeah, and maybe bathe ourselves somewhat to try and get rid of our scent. And then all the only thing else we can do is take watches, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take the first watch. Wait for anyone who wants to do it with me.
No, well,
Also, I just realized that if we wake up in the morning, when we wake up in the morning, I should say, I can send Blinksy a message to ask if he can come pick us up, because he got on his island, and I have found new ways to send messages over larger distances.
Mm-hmm.
I think, considering that we helped him escape, he will be willing to help us.
Also mention that I'm with you. He has something of mine that is very dear to him.
What's that, Ricky?
You ever met his little monkey?
Yes, yes.
I left it with him to cheer him up. He was a very down man when I first met Blinksy. So I gave him Piccolo. To cheer him up.
Is that monkey yours?
It is my monkey. I'm a ringleader after course.
Oh, yes, that does make sense.
Is it cursed in any way?
That I know of. Ferociously starts googling Piccolo.
I'll save you the trouble. No.
Also, Trish, we talked about this earlier, I believe. Did you wish for me and Ricky to try and remove those eyes off your body?
Yes, if you can, and if you can make the voices disappear.
Oh, that was the question. Yes, yes. Ricky, could you? I know you prepare your spells in the morning. Could you see to maybe try a few possibilities?
I'd have to wait till the morning to do this, but I could try a greater restoration in the morning.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, I'll prepare it for you.
And I'll experiment a little bit. It won't be unsafe, Trish. Don't be alarmed. But I want to experiment with the idea of us being under the influences of a curse or two. So I'll try that.
Are you gonna put more curses on us?
No. I will try removing it if it is a curse.
Can you check all of us for curses or just one person a day?
Well, I could do multiple, but knowing that Trish has two problems, one related to the dreams we all had, and one newer problem, if it solves either one of them, or maybe both even, it would be a great achievement, and it would teach us about our situation and our predicament.
Can we set up a triage area? If you'd like to come forward? One by one, I'll treat
Yes.
you all as a doctor.
But I really need to sleep before we can do this, so I'll go to bed.
Who takes second watch?
I'd really need the rest.
Yeah, but we can't. It's.
Take second watch.
Then I'll join you in second watch.
Before I go to bed then, DM, can I go around each of the party and just check them over with, like, say, a medicine check, just to see if there is any, like, or a Arcana check, actually, to see if there's any curses or anything on people.
Sure, give me 5 checks. Nope.
1.
Okay. Nope. Nope. Nope.
It's over.
No, put a 22. Fuck.
One was over 25. Luke.
I'll treat Trish with the 27.
All right. You treat Trish with the 17. Like, you can tell that Trish, like, you check her over, and like the eyes are like fixated on you, even though they are like dof. How do you call this?
Glazed over.
Oh.
Yeah, glazed over, indeed. Like they're glazed over. They focus on you for a lesser extent. It's really easy to see that she is indeed under the influence.
You're fine, Trish.
Okay.
Don't worry. It's fine. And then I'll look at the rest of the crew.
Yeah, so Seraphim goes to sleep, and Ricky does. Oh, and Lorem and Trish go for
Second
the first
watch.
one. Yeah.
No, the first watch was Bax and Suckhead. The second watch was me and Trish.
I mean, you go to sleep for the first watch.
Ah.
All right.
Me and Sucker just sit there in silence, pondering life.
Pining for the fjords.
No. I have my back to the water.
Still hearing the lapping.
Roll for PTSD.
Well, indeed, roll d20. First watch is, for lack of a better word, uneventful.
Then we wake up Lorem and Trish.
No. Yeah. Okay.
No?
No. Yeah.
For their watch, and I turn in.
And I start trying to learn more about this battle axe that I picked up.
Good one, yeah. DM, does having a first and second watch mean I wake up at the end of the second watch or before the end?
Depends. What did you agree upon?
No, just meaning like, is 2 watches a full long rest, or is it like slightly longer because 2 groups have to fully sleep?
You have to have 8 hours of interrupted rest.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you have to be asleep for the 8 hours, right?
No, you just have to
be
rest.
like rest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Zach, what did you want to
The viney battle axe.
The one we got from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, from the tree.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. What's everybody else doing?
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
I'm keeping watch.
Yeah, who's taking watch at the moment?
Trish and me, so
The golden duo.
Hmm,
Both of you give me a perception
If you
check.
say so.
of course.
19.
5.
Both of you give me a stealth check or a nature check, whichever is highest.
Oh, thank God for Trish.
5 again.
All right.
I am the trees.
All right. It's a fairly uneventful night for you guys, which means, in the grand scheme of things, that all of you take a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
That was needed.
DM, as we wake up and everyone does their like daily preparations, I would like to take a look at the 3 potions that I got from Lorem. They are at the bottom under ZZ Identify. Oh. Lorem, I took a look at those potions. 2 of them are regular potions of healing, but the odd one out is a potion of climbing. I think besides Trish, every one of us would gain from it. But well, just so you all know, considering the situation, if anything happens where this is needed, I can give it to you.
Just keep it. I don't really know where to put them or what to do with them, so.
Yeah, I'll put them in the bag of holding.
All right.
After I've done that, I'll go towards Trish. Ricky, maybe you'd like to see this as well. We could learn from each other's actions, maybe. And Trish, are you ready for me to try this? It won't hurt or do anything bad, but
Well, it certainly can't get any worse. So.
Okay.
Just to make certain that nothing happens, I'll keep watch as they are doing that.
I will put my hand on Trish's head, and I will call out to Selune and ask her for her aid to remove a curse if present, and cast Remove Curse. I'll post it in chat for the DM. And I'll try to see if anything happens.
You can see that the weird looking eyes on Trish's collarbone, her neck, her arm wither away. With an audible pop, they are removed from existence.
Great success!
Yes.
Thank you, Seraphim.
This is excellent.
Don't be too hasty. Trish, can you still climb up that rock like you can naturally?
Well, I will try that. I'll just just try to stick like Spider-Man my way up, like not even looking for like handholds or whatever. Just trying to see if my hand will stick to the wall.
You press your hand against the wall and take it back. It's like removing your hand from a piece of paper. There's absolutely no grip on it.
Do I still hear any voices?
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'll give my inspiration for that.
Thank you.
Can I give him one of my inspirations for that?
Sure.
There you go.
Okay, 14.
You
It's something.
were trying to listen. I don't hear anything. And then Seraphim said, like, try again. You're like, no,
He has
I
a
can't
plus
hear
4.
anything. And then Lorem said, no, really feel listening. And you took a big breath. And you listened again intentfully. And where the first two times you heard nothing and were blissfully unaware of anything, you now hear the incessant screaming and pleading of an unknown entity. Roll me a
Fuck.
d4.
Oh boy.
For the next 3 days, you have disadvantage on any d20 roll.
Holy shit.
Because you hear the incessant screaming of an elder god in your mind.
Could I negate this
This
by
is a crossover episodes?
Sorry, Lu? Sorry,
what
Lu?
about what?
I said, what is this? A crossover episode?
It is a crossover episode indeed. No, this was built into the mechanics. Luke,
We're casting silence. Stop it.
you can certainly try. Are you
I'm
trying?
not going to. No, I'm going to prepared. So I was just asking in general.
Bax, did you sense any downsides from having had that dream?
I believe I did, no.
Who has had something happen to them after they had a dream? You took it?
Yes.
What was it again?
I met one of the gods from inside the temple, and he was one that like a lot of the other ones were afraid of. So I'm assuming he might either have more power or be weirder. But I didn't get anything physical.
I declined that gift. That was offered
Fox,
to me.
didn't you say that you, after your dream, you had difficulty identifying whether a creature was living or dead?
That has nothing to do with my dream. That happened
Okay.
when I felt an awakening inside me, and I started using these magical powers like Seraphim does. I started having difficulties identifying the difference between things that are living and dead. As for my dream about the temple, I never took that gift. I would never take a gift from an abomination of such evil,
Yeah,
even if
did
it was
and-
offering me
Well,
wings.
Yes,
You are
I did.
smarter man than I am.
What are these dreams you lot are talking about?
Well, the temple where we went, it appeared in a couple of our dreams, and we were offered powers or gifts. But as Trish can confirm, there were downsides to the gift.
Okay.
Anyone else feeling under the influence of a curse? I could try and solve it.
Well, I touched a stone. Maybe I'm somehow infected with something that I don't even know.
Oh, if you don't mind, I could try it for you.
For it.
Seeing as Lorem is slightly taller than Trish, instead of his head, I will touch him on the shoulder.
Only 1 meter 90.
Yeah, but Trish is legit short.
I'm like a meter 40, so.
I will tick off another 3rd level spell slot and cast in the same manner, remove curse on Lorem.
Alright, Lorem. Did you make any bargains?
Didn't make any bargains.
So, Lorem, you feel enlightenment. You feel a weird sense of what sounds like a vape machine going off in the distance. And as you're focusing on this sound, it also feels like your holy quest that you have been bestowed upon dwindles in your mind, fragmentates until it's mere dust blowing in the wind. You don't know why, but you hear the soft sounds of a band called Kansas on the edge of your mind. You shake your head and you're back to the present.
Feel like I've lost my purpose somehow. Oh well.
Dust in the wind.
And there's strange music in my head.
All we are is dust in the wind.
Very depressing, singing about dust and winds.
Does anyone want to do anything, or should I call for Blinksy?
Go ahead, call for Blinksy.
Okay. I will use the spell sending to send Blinksy a short message of 25 words or less describing where we are and whether he can pick us up. Oh, and they can answer in the same manner immediately, by the way.
And you hear your mind's eye or your mind's ear. You hear. Yes, but I am right now. I am in Valaki, and from my ear tingling on the left side, I'm looking at the lake, and I hear my ear tingling on the left side and a bit of my eye, so I can tell you that you are northwest of me. It might take a while for me to get there, and I think it is very much sooner if you just get a boat and cross the lake to my cabin. I say cabin, but it's a bit humble, you know. It is a big tower, but yes. But do be afraid of the big hippo. It's what I call my late wife, but also the thing in the lake. Yes? Okay.
I love that voice.
Silence.
Also, a big thing in the lake.
What do you do? Not all at once, please.
Ervin tells us this message.
Oh, yeah.
What, ask him why he's.
I just assumed.
Ask him why he's in Falaki. It's abandoned. It's empty.
So big monster in the lake.
It's rather expensive to do. It's a 3rd level spell. I
But it makes no sense why he would be in Falaki.
Yes,
It's empty.
I
It
was
was abandoned. That's the last I saw of it. Everyone had abandoned it.
He also fled town because he was persecuted.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was going back to his shop for something after everyone had left.
We also don't know what's transpired since the fires.
Well, it was only yesterday.
Yesterday.
I know it feels longer, but it was only yesterday that we left Falaki.
Yeah, but it's
Hasn't
under new
it-
management now.
Has
Oh, it's
it been like
empty.
2-3 days? More like?
Yeah, it has been a couple.
It's like.
Oh yeah, we went to the temple, didn't we? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hold on, didn't say when we come out the temple, if, like there's like a time dilation thing where it would like.
Yeah,
2 or 3
also there was
weeks, like-
something.
Yeah.
Yes.
The DM is
wait,
nodding.
shit, did maybe time reset back to some time where he wasn't persecuted yet?
Or we've gone. Oh, like you said, he's just gone back to town for some reason. People have started going back.
If it's true what you're saying and the town is abandoned, there might be some supplies for him that he could use.
Yeah, his shop is there.
I suppose it's irrelevant information at the moment, isn't it? Until we're not going to get any answers here. We just need to decide what we're going to do.
The
if
question
you-
for you, Mr. Bax.
yeah, I'm probably just going to build a house here and just live out my rest of my days.
Yeah, are you gonna be okay crossing the lake?
Ooh.
Is there any way we can persuade you crossing the lake? Get you start raving drunk or
Maybe
get
some
you-
milk.
Last time you tried to persuade me to cross the lake, my face was used as a pinata. I'm not
very sorry
too keen
for
on
that?
repeating this. I honestly don't know how I'm going to get across.
I sincerely apologize for punching you, but you were getting a bit rowdy in the middle of a lake while we were trying to get to the other side. Us capsizing would have killed us all.
I'm not sure how I'm gonna cross.
All of you
But I
give me a
who's knocking
perception
him out?
check.
Yeah, I was asking, like, can we see the cabin from here?
Perception check. Skills.
Why am I still exhausted?
Level 2 exhaustion is a bitch.
Yeah, now you're down to level 1 exhaustion. It's just checks, not saves.
Well, my exhaustion's still on too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, let's
Yeah,
see.
I think it doesn't automatically disappear.
It should. You know,
Maybe they'll fix it in the next update.
I feel generous today. Let's remove all exhaustions
I am a kind god.
and do this in a most benevolent and
Oh, benevolent.
not at all weird way.
That was the perfect timing for that sound bit.
Maybe I clicked something. Anyway, so you guys' exhaustion is gone.
Maybe re-roll those then?
Till we meet again, exhaustion.
Yes, please.
It's
Roll
gonna take one session, Joe.
Right.
again.
Boom.
Oh, that's better.
20.
Come on, Joe. Do better than your one.
Joe's gonna roll.
Joe's gonna roll. Well,
You got a
almost.
5. It's an improvement.
You see in the distance a moderate house on a little island, little alcove in the lake. And it's like a 500 meter, 600 meter distance from you. And between it you see an old man. Looks about in his 60s. A large bone fishhook embedded in his right cheek. And as he stands up in his boat, he says, "All right then. You want a little boat ride?"
No.
All right, sir. Well,
I appreciate the offer, but no, I'm
didn't really expect this answer, but
No, but we are interested. He's scared of water. He's a different case.
He
oh, he
believes every
should be.
water should-
He should be scared of water. You never know what's underneath.
this man gets it.
I think he wants all water to be beer, so
Don't we all? Don't we all, good sir? Now,
DM, did you say we could see the cabin?
yeah, it's about 600 meter, and for some
that's-
reason,
Okay.
the fog usually surrounding and laying on top of Lake Zarevich, it's almost like a perfect straight line of uninterrupted sight with a wall of fog on each side towards this little island. Oh, I never seen anything like this, good sirs. And madam, I see a little lady there. What's your age? Ah, a quiet one. Oh, I can make them talk. I can make them talk if they are. If they're, yes, hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Little missy, you want a little ride on my log boat?
Yes. Daddy,
Good.
can we go for a boat ride?
Ah, it's just been many years since I saw and heard my little lassie talk to me like this. I've been fishing this lake nigh on 50 years, I say. 50 years until before my pappy he died, and he was gulped up by the monster in the lake. I haven't seen it since. But I got a feeling that it might perk up with a heavy load. Now, who wants a boat ride?
Me.
Me. Monster.
Someone else getting the whole opening scene of Mandalorian coming to mind, going across the ice lake.
It is the way.
Can we...
It is known. It is the way.
Well, we still have the problem of bags and the tiny little problem of the giant sea monster. Or lake monster.
It not be giant, but it is fierce.
How big is the boat?
Big enough.
It's not an answer.
It's thick.
Has it got curves? Has it got depth?
It's got depth, it's got curves, and it's got a booty.
Has it got like a deck under deck?
No, it's like a large rowing boat.
Okay, cool. Would Gary fit on it?
No.
Max, if you feel the same reservations considering this boat, I could obviously fly you instead of.
I would very much appreciate the offer. I'm not getting on no boat.
It would also give us the opportunity of being some kind of lookout for this monster.
Would you be able to pick up Gary?
Well, Gary is.
No, he's like a warhorse, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's also not purely physical.
No, he's
So
ethereal.
Yeah, so I would let it to the DM to decide whether I could pick him up as well.
Pick him up how?
As in with the claws, just like
As a giant eagle,
Well,
like
considering he's
Well-
ethereal instead of purely physical.
yeah. But really think this through. Like, really think this through.
I thought my part through. Only because I like my thinking behind it out of game is that we could use Gary as a depth charge if needed. Let's
Poor
face
Gary.
it. Let's face it. He hasn't. It's not like he hasn't done it before. I'm
top
not
of
saying
the
I'm
hip
going to, but I have thought it through that if I was on the back, you could drop him.
We've got
It's
the
an
sticky
option.
bombs.
It's kind of yeah.
Yes.
To me, it seems like a good idea.
All right.
Gary probably won't. Gary
Should
won't
be the
like me
spirit.
for it. I've knocked my cam off.
Yeah, but
Gary-
Gary doesn't have a say in this.
Gary can't hear what I'm saying, so Gary loves me. He's bound to me for life,
I think he is
For better or
scarred
for
for
worse.
Lives.
for better or for worse, baby.
Right, so what's the plan? The boat holds
Well,
about 6 people, including old Henry. I would just say his name is Henry.
I'm gonna get a lift with Sal and Gary across the water.
I'll join on the bird if that's possible.
3 people is too much, I believe. I can take 2.
He said the monster might surface under a heavy load. So I'm assuming the more people in the boat, the
Mm-hmm.
more chance we have. But
Yeah, that was
I
my
have an idea. If you and Bax are gonna fly, and you're set on that, me and God, you can give the bag of holding to Trish, and me and Godfrey can go inside it,
Yeah.
and then they can get on the boat, and we would add no extra weight.
That would leave 4 on the boat.
Zuck,
That would leave
Zuck,
4. Yeah.
I have an even better idea. The tower is 500 meters away. How long do you fly over this surf? A minute?
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
two?
yeah. I could go.
You could just fly back, pick the rest of us up.
Yeah,
fly
yeah,
back again,
obviously,
fly
yeah.
back then. You don't have to take a boat.
Yep. I don't know why I didn't
I
think
could
of that. That's very much the most obvious answer to this whole
You can-
predicament. Yes.
Unless
Physically
something
see-
happened during flight.
You could physically see the disappointment in the DM's eyes as you were saying that. It's like, but I have an encounter planned.
But my hippo.
No, in like Trish gets inspiration for this.
As a,
Yeah,
as
it's so much the obvious.
it's so obvious.
like
It's
solution.
brilliant.
I was waiting for one of you to just tell this to the group. And Trish, well done.
Okay. So I'll start
Gary,
with
I wanna-
Bax and Gary. Bax and Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
How
I'll
long
tick off
does
my-
this polymorph last?
Like an hour or something.
So yeah, you have plenty of time.
I'll give some gold to the Henry for his patience and the offer, because I feel kind of bad for him.
All right. How much gold are you giving?
You know, we'll give him. I ask him where he lives. Does he live
Yeah.
in Balaki? Where does he call home? Where do you call home, Henry?
Oh yeah. I live in Valaki. I am one of the like the top sailors. I say sailors, but I'm a Roman, a Roman fisherman. Like my father, and my father before me.
Henry, do you feel that you're a trustworthy person?
I'd like to think so. Yes.
And did your home survive those terrible fires that
Oh.
just kept on happening in Balaki?
Oh, these fires they usually just like, it happened before. My poppy told me about him. His poppy told him about him. I have to say, usually these fires they concentrate about the center of town. Me and mine on the edge of the lake. We have a strong connection of buckets. Just keep our homes moist.
I do an inside check on Henry to see if he
Sure.
seems like a trustworthy person.
Sure.
This is leading to something. This isn't just random.
Well, I implore you to do an inside check on every one, but sure.
18.
He seems right on the money.
I reach into my bag and I pull out 50 gold, and I give it to him, and I say, "This is to help with the relief efforts in Valaki. I trust you. I trust you to share this amongst your neighbours and to help them. This was blood money, and I want it to go to a good home."
Good sir, I could not take this shit, but it's too much. Too much, I say.
But you misunderstand. I was tasked to give this money. I risked a lot to get this money for the people of Valaki. I got it off the devil himself to help rebuild Valaki. And I entrust you to be the person to spread this wealth and to help rebuild.
Yes, and maybe you have a child or something. You could probably use it. And Seraphim will send a message to Bax saying, "Didn't the Vistani child that went missing have something to do with a fisherman?"
Yeah. Yes. I forgot about that. Yeah. Do you happen to have any children, or any neighbours that may have small children?
No, the Morning Lord has not blessed me with the seeds of reproduction, as I might say, but, well, the lake, she's my wife, and she provides.
So, who was your daughter that was eaten by the big fish, or was that your father? I don't remember.
My daughter? I neon have a little girl from myself. Not like you, good sirs. all of you with this girl?
He's fishy as hell.
Sorry, you said you have a girl for yourself?
No, good sir, but seems that you have a tiny lady here. Are you all her daddies?
No, he is, and I point at Seraphim.
Yes.
Strong seed, sir. Strong seed. I can see you're old. You might have been 80 when you conceived of this beautiful child.
Yes.
I wish I am as spry when I meet the love of my life. One that can take me away from the lake. It's gonna be a hard bargain. I do say so myself.
Could you tell me, by the way, I've heard about a child missing. A child was missing around this lake. Have you seen her, perchance?
Well, perchance I haven't seen her myself, but I have to say, I've seen. And he rose just a little bit closer. Just a little bit. And he looks at you and just between you and me, it's gonna sound strange, because I have this man who also fishes on the lake, and we were kind of rivals. But I don't. It's difficult to say, but don't really. I do not wish him any bad luck or harm, but he's a drunk. And I heard him talk about town that he had this lucky charm, and as we all know, that the Vistani are lucky. Lucky people.
Where could we find this man?
For starters, his name is Bluto.
Bluto.
Bluto the fisherman.
Good.
I think if there were any chance of finding him, it's in the dock area.
A Falaki.
Yes. Whatever there's left of it. But
yes. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. We'll ask him.
Does he have a ship?
He has a rowboat.
Is it named?
Celesti. This is mine, by chance. Well, that's just what happens, but his Celesti is much smaller than mine. It takes about 4 people, whereas mine takes 6. I'm better.
It's all about size in the end.
It's all about space. It's all about the size. It's not about the motion in the ocean. It's all about size. Now that you... Well, this Bluto, he was raving that he had found this lucky charm that would make him catch more fish than me. I didn't believe him, but... Well... Put 1 and 3 together, makes 5. It might have something to do with a missing Tristani child. As you know, they're lucky. Very lucky.
One last question, and then I think we should really start heading towards the island. That fish hook. How painful is that?
This whole thing? I have to say it hurt like a summer bitch when it got in, but after a while it kind of it kind of became my, you know, she's little, He's old. Kind of became my nom de guerre, as they say. Old Fishhook Henry, they call me. Well, my daddy, he taught me how to fish, and he threw out his rod. Fishing rod, mind you. His rod, and hanged it back and put it forward, and it just got into my eye socket, just below the eye, right here, as you can see. Oh, my daddy, he passed out. He never seen so much blood. And I just, all the ladies took a shine to me, and that's how I met my wife. She touched it, and, well, let's just say it was a good night.
Thought you didn't have a wife, that you were still waiting for your love of your life.
Well, late wife. She was barren. Baroness Mountgacus.
Ah.
Can I didn't want to interrupt you. Can I roll an insight check on him blaming the other fisherman?
On
like
Bluto?
insinuating. Yeah, like whether he's trying to push away any suspicion of himself.
Sure.
Insight check. 14.
As far as you can tell, he's right on the money.
Okay. So shall we go then?
And he just
But
turns his thing around,
I give him the 50 gold before he goes.
turns back, holds out his hand.
I lick my finger for each gold. 1, 2, 3. No. 3? 3.
No,
Four.
that's 2.
Oh, let me start out. Give him back. 1. I do give him 50 gold.
All right. And he just turns around again, looks back at all of you, and like, anybody coming with me? I can tell you stories. Wait, turn around. Because I go this way, not that way. I can tell you stories. No? Alrighty.
Thank you.
Seamen are funny.
Say hi to Bluto for me. And he pushes off. Indeed, keep your secrets. And he floats off as Seraphim turns into a large eagle and ferries each and every one of you across a third of the lake towards the island. Thank you all for a lovely session. See you next week. Or next time.
Yay. I hope we're gonna be slightly safe just for a little while on that island.
Never gonna happen.
You can certainly hope.